Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the show. Been doing a little behind the scene thing, trying to get everything squared away, but thank you for joining me this evening. A little later than usual, but had a few technical glitches that I was working out. But again, it's better to happen now than I would have happened if I would have had a guest. That would have been really bad. So, got it worked out, got everything back and running, and we are live. So thank you again for joining me this evening, everybody. Um, Again, going to be flying solo, but no problem. Um, I always have no problem going solo. So um, thank you guys for coming on. Anybody that's going to be watching the show, appreciate it. Um, I've dropped a link down in the comments, guys. If you want to join me on the show, ask me a question live. You're more than welcome to just click the link. It'll bring you into the StreamYard waiting room, and we can go live from there if anybody would like to reach out. So, before we get started and before I get going talking, let me just go ahead and throw out the particulars. If you're watching live, you can always check us out on our YouTube channel. And that is at Made from Scratch Broadcast. If you're there, do us a favor, hit the like and subscribe button. We would appreciate it. And turn on your notifications. It'll let you know when we're going live streaming. You can also see when I upload past episodes, edits, anything like that. You'll be able to know about it, and you can always comment and follow along there. Also, we're streaming live on the website at www.madefromscratchpodcast as well. You can see the live stream there. We do stream it there, and we also stream it on Facebook and on Twitter as well. So if you want to go to the Facebook, it is at Made from Scratch Broadcast. There, you can catch it live on the Facebook page, and then you can also catch us live on Twitter, and that is at MFSB Live on Twitter, which we're streaming through Periscope, and then we do our separate thing on Instagram where you can see kind of like the behind the episodes, those sort of thing. So if you're watching live, man, I appreciate it. Thank you for hopping along, and I appreciate everybody that follows the show. So um, today we're going to do a little bit different. We're going to do a couple things. We're going to be talking about a couple of current events that are going on. So um, one of the first things that I wanted to talk about was that today usually is April 15th, and this is usually the day that everybody has their tax deadlines to go file. But seeing how everything has changed and the way we're operating now, it's kind of changed a little bit. So today, for a lot of people woke up this morning to some good news actually. So those of you that did file for your income taxes in 2018 and in 2019 as well, and you did direct deposit, you probably woke up to your stimulus check in your bank account already. So if you got that, woohoo, there's a lot of people that need that right now. So that's really good news. And, I tell everybody, man, blessings are everywhere. So if you got it, awesome, man, good for you. Use it wisely. If you really need the money, take care of the things that you got to take care of, because again, we don't know when everything is going to reopening. And I think um, the White House has released a cabinet of people who are going to be putting together to reopening America, whatever, whenever that happens and whenever that is. So um, deadline wise, who knows? So these are the reality of life. And again, good news is some people woke up this morning and they have what they need in their bank accounts, and probably a lot of relief, hopefully, for a lot of people out there who've been stressing out. So that's always good news. I'm very appreciative of that. So, and those who and people that didn't, you can also um, no worries. There's a couple sites that'll tell you that they when you're going to be getting it, if they're going to be mailing it to you. But you can also go on I believe on the IRS website and sign up your or register your direct deposit account. So if you know what you filed for 2019, I believe it'll ask you for like your annual gross income Section 8B off your tax form, and then it's going to ask for your bank account, routing number, that sort of thing. So if you're looking to get your money a little bit faster, get on the website. Go to www.irs.org and go or .gov, excuse me, and go on there and check it out and see about filing getting your income tax, your bank account registered. So maybe you might be able to get your stimulus check a little bit faster. That's one of the things that I did as well. So, um, and then again, people need a little bit of that relief, and hopefully, I think they've started already dispersing a lot of the small business loan funds that people have applied for. So if you haven't done that yet, I don't know if funding's still there, but I would still go try to apply and see. Um, any help, any possibility of help is better than nothing. So go check that out, folks. And, again, you woke up to that news. I'm pretty sure a lot of people had smiles on their faces, and that's always good. People can have a smile in this time, and that's something that um, I hope a lot more people start getting here pretty soon. So, yeah, that was one of the first things that I wanted to talk about was just talking about talking about people getting their stimuluses, and again, that's a good thing. But another thing it kind of worried me a little bit was the fact that they did a different thing where um, I think they're talking about Donald Trump had stopped funding to the World Health Organization, which is um, God of all the times to do that, and that's kind of crazy because I think that everybody and everything needs help right now. So even as little help that you can possibly give somebody anywhere, countries are struggling, people are struggling. So um, gosh, that's kind of crazy that they did that. So if you haven't seen that, that's let me pull it up on my share screen here. So if I go um, close that out, stop share screen, pull it up. Doing a lot of back behind the scene things right here trying to show people. So if I go here and I check it out, open it up, and then boom, here we are in a tab. So let's go full screen. So yeah, so um, that's kind of crazy that they did that, and you know I get it that for some people they probably believe that we need all the help we can here, but again, we got to have a good heart and do what we can if we can. And yes, our country is struggling as well, but to point fingers and start blaming people, yeah, that's like a Mickey Mouse move to pull. Um, Step up, man. If you misread the information, if you didn't think it was going to be that bad of a thing, own up to it. Um, I think a lot of people would get more respect for the president if he would come out and say, you know what? Yes, I took a misstep. Um, I'm sorry. I didn't take the proper courses of action. I, I think people would actually, enjoy honesty a little bit. But for some people, that's hard to do, and it's hard to admit mistakes. And uh, that's one of the foundations of growing as a person, to being able to admit your mistakes and show that you're human. And even our own president has a problem doing that. And if it was something where he didn't get all the information, and he is telling the truth, um, I think there's other ways to go about it. Um, Besides just pulling funding and helping an organization like the World Health Organization, because they're facing this as much as we are, and they're dealing with that just as much as we are. So to pull pull that kind of thing, that's kind of It is what it is, though. You can only do so much. You can only try to do so much. So, again, bad timing, that sort of thing. So, but that's the way life's going right now. So, enough doom and gloom. So, let's talk about, um, there's a lot of other good things going on in the world. Um, for some people, they're finding opportunity going on. There's been people that have been working tirelessly to help restock, refurbish, and recreate a whole bunch of uh, PPE and materials and that sort of thing to help with the fight against. Again, we help with the fight going on, and Mike, he's already following me on Instagram. But I love it. Um, Man, if you want to hop on, man, just click the link. The link's on Facebook or Twitter. Click on it, and I'll pull you in the show today. So, um, that was one of the things that I was talking about. It's just simply that good news is out there. Good positive vibes are out there. My friend Brian Schulman actually did. Um, they was doing a thing on his Good Vibe Wednesday, and he was doing a live today, and he was sharing a message about, again, people struggling and stuff, but it's about pulling through, and even in the hardest and harshest of times, that we can still reach out to people and share and do these type of things. And I actually hopped on with them this afternoon for a couple minutes, and that's one of the things that we were talking about. And yeah, I went live on that, so that was pretty fun. Um, but again, Brian's a fun guy. If you guys don't follow him, man, you're missing out. The guy, he's got a bunch of followers on LinkedIn, but he also does stuff a lot on Facebook, and um, he shares a lot on with people on a lot of his social media platforms. So um, check him out if you don't. And his again, for everybody who's not familiar with Brian Schulman, um, man, great guy. One of the few classy acts when it comes to just being able to talk to people and sharing. And he's got the same kind of love and passion that I do for wanting to do live streaming and reaching out to people. That was one of the things that we talked about today. Was he's like, tell me something good, and I said, well, what's good is you can hop on video, you can hop on and have a conversation with people and connect and hopefully make an impact on somebody's day. Um, a simple hello, a simple, message, a text message. People people respond really well to that right now because, again, we're all going through the same crap. A lot of people are stuck in their houses, and a lot of people are, there was a few guys who were furloughed at the job, and it's kind of like a voluntary. I think it was like I don't know if it was voluntary now, but they were furloughing guys because they were trying to, um, they were doing half our workforce, separating them so that in case somebody did get infected and was up there at work, that anybody that might have been infected, they would send them home, quarantine them, and we would have somebody to replace and keep everything going. So a lot of those guys are rotating. So the guys that are coming back into the workforce, that are coming up there to the job now, they're like, man, they smile now, even though they got to wear masks and gloves and the whole 9 yards. You can still see it in their faces that they're smiling because they're getting to interact with people. And that's one of the beautiful things, is when you get to see that human connection again. And I think a lot of people miss that. Especially if you worked like in an office environment, you had people you saw every day who were part of your life Monday through Friday. And now, yeah, you still might be interacting with them via video and that sort of thing, but human it's just human nature for us to want to see somebody face to face and shake a hand and talk and BS and have that sort of thing. So, but again, the closest thing that you can do is get on a video call. Um, that's the solution for right now. And I think that if you have the opportunity, I mean, the means are there. You can just hop on whatever. Mason, you can get on Facebook Messenger. You can get on. You don't have to go live with everything with every conversation. I just do because I love doing live video. So, but that's just me. And again, I'm gonna keep talking about that till I'm blue in the face. But um, so one of the things that I would also wanted to talk about was um, I've been booking a lot. I've been reaching out and had a lot of people booking on other sites who are interesting people. I've had a lot of real interesting conversations. So I'm having a lot of uh, good, meaningful conversations, and hopefully that translates to when I bring people on and the guests that I have on. Um, I again, the whole thing for me. Sorry about that. I felt like I had something crawling on my leg. Whoa. But one of the things for me is just making sure that I like to reach out to have these conversations ahead of time. So the people that I have been talking to, there's an author. Um, one of them is a coach who does branding, marketing, that sort of thing. But they also have a different aspect about it. One of them that I've also talked about is um, he's a speaker, storyteller. Man, great dude. We had a real conversation this afternoon or this morning actually, and it was a real fun talk. So hopefully when I bring that on and we bring that to the stage, that they interact and you guys will enjoy it. But tomorrow, again, we're gonna try for another time to see if I can bring my guest Harpreet on and checking on her to make sure her fever and everything's okay. So I'll find out later today. And Friday I'm having Jennifer Klein on. If you guys haven't followed her on TikTok, um, man, she's got 157,000 followers on there, and her videos are always interesting and fun and creative. And I hope to bring that on here so that you guys can see and interact with her as well. That's one of the things that and I have to thank Mike for introducing us. But I also had, let's see, a couple other conversations that, and again, I'm reaching out to as many people as I can because I want to use this forum to bring people on and um, can bring a guest on. They can add some kind of insight and value to whoever's watching, and I love it when people are able to do that. So, um, um, one of the best things about being able to have my own show and reach out to these people is that I get to bring on a different cavalcade of guests to come on. So, um, again, hopefully, we got a lot of things in the works, and I'm going to be throwing a few other wrinkles into the show as well because I've been working on a few other behind the scene things that hopefully translates really well for you guys watching. I've been putting together a few things that in the next couple weeks, hopefully you'll be able to see and go, okay, I can see improvement because that's one of the things that I've been working on is improving myself, and I want to bring that improvement with me onto the show. And some of the things that I've been looking into and studying because again I've been like a sponge and just been watching hours and hours and hours about video content and creation and um, seeing people seeing people who are out there doing it as well, and I see their passion for it and some of the things they're doing, and I see and I go, wow, that's pretty cool and it's innovative. And if you can start sharing that, I think that's a great way to get people more familiar with it. So the yeah, oh, the All In Challenge. Yeah, so Gary Vee's been doing that, and I don't know if you guys have checked that out. Let me pull this up real quick because That's an interesting one, right? So the all-in challenge is, here we go. All right. So here's a quick thing about the all-in challenge and how it works, right? So there's actually there actually is a page that you can go to, and it'll tell you about the challenge, about what it is, and well, this is probably not. There's some of the things that you can see, yeah. Allinchallenge.com, not org. Don't do that, folks. Um, there was so the all-in challenge, right? So here we go. Let's pull it up now. But so right. Um, oh wow. Okay, cool. Enter to win. So this is cool. Let me pull this up for you guys to see. I'll pull down the share screen. Stop share screen. Pull it up. Here we go. And let's go to the Chrome tab. Thanks, Mike, for telling me. I could have been doing that. Here we go. So that's the all-in challenge, right? And be Ellen's next co-host. So let me go ahead and read it for you word for word. You and a lucky guest will spend a day at the Ellen DeGeneres Show learning firsthand how this award-winning daytime show is produced. If you've got writing and comedic chops, put your skills to the test and sit with Ellen and her team and work through the monologue. Cool. Yeah, so $10 you can donate. Man, so here we go. Why don't I donate as well? That would be awesome. I could be Ellen DeGeneres' host. Um, that would be cool, right? To hop in, and let me put this here on. I'm gonna put this link here. Let's go to invite, copy link, and then let's go to Instagram. So, right, that's one of the cool things about being able to do live show. You can kind of do all these things, but that's the all-in, that's the all-in challenge, right? $10, $5 million raised to this point already, and yeah, I'm gonna do that. I want to be on. I want to be on her show. I want to be her. I want to be her co-host. Man, who wouldn't want to be sitting there talking with Ellen DeGeneres? She's awesome. So I got writing skills. I don't know about comedic chops. I might have to work on that one. I might suck at that. But here, let me pull this down and pull up. Do 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 do. Here we go. Instagram. So let me share the link on Instagram. I wish I could do that. Anyway, here you go. Let me pull Mike in. So I'm pulling Mike in on Instagram, guys. So if you're watching on Instagram, you can catch us on there. But if he's watching, hey, but uh-oh, here we go. Hey, my friend.
So you know me, right? I don't shut up. So yes, I know you want the ball the lights up. I'm working on it. Okay, I'm wandering around the house.
So this is the fun part about being on the show, right?
Life with a 2-year-old, man.
It is. I understand it.
With the AC, want it colder or hotter? Man, what's man? So this is life on life's terms, right? You want it colder or hotter?
So.
I'll make it colder and we'll guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, happy children.
So like the last 2 days, right? Everybody, Mike's been like my co-host pretty much.
Yeah, right. Like I'm your trusty sidekick that doesn't shut up. So with a whiny 2-year-old in the background, what baby?
Right. So this is again. This is why.
Checking in for a reason, right? Like it's not just so you can hear my daughter freak out. Give me 1 second. What do you want to do? Good job. You win. Okay.
So these are the fun parts about doing this show. This is what I love.
You know what? Sometimes you just give in, right?
Yeah.
So the all-in challenge, right? It's more than Gary Vee. It's more than Ellen DeGeneres. You can dig for literally probably hours through all the famous people that are on there.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart has something up there where you can actually be in his next movie.
Oh, wow.
And they fly you out there. They put you in a 5-star hotel. What this time?
That's incredible, though. So
Your ball? We're back to your ball
here's the thing, right?
Changing the AC?
So here's the thing. A lot of people got their stimulus checks today, right? So they got their direct deposit checks from the government. So they got their stimulus checks for people. So if you got that money, take $10, man. Put it into the All-In Challenge, right? I mean,
Hey, look, I'm honest, man. I took 10 out of my $68 and I put it into the Gary Vee thing.
there you go.
So I'm all in, man. There's people that need it more than me right now.
Yeah, seriously.
That spot, there's people that are much worse off than I am. So
Most definitely.
this is one of those opportunities where you can actually do something, help people, and get one of the most amazing experiences of your life.
Yeah.
Granted, the odds of winning are probably slim to
Astronomical, but again, it's a chance, right? A $10 chance.
And you I don't know which. Wait, you want me to dress a baby? I can barely dress you. You don't keep your clothes on.
So this is great.
Okay, here.
I love this, right? So this is the fun part about interacting on here. So that's why I tell everybody, look,
Streaming on Instagram, yes.
instant, yes. So there's a link in the comments, guys. If you want to click it, you can come on, click the link, hop on the show. I'll pull you on live right now. So if anybody's watching,
This is Meet the Kids. Here we go. So there's everything on there, like go to dinner with Magic Johnson and sit courtside at a Lakers game.
Yeah.
3-on-3 with Shaq and your friends. There's go make wine with Dwayne Wade.
Wow.
Fanatic is actually doing an amazing sports package where you actually get tickets to the NBA Finals, the NHL Finals, the NFL Super Bowl.
Wow.
You got to look through this list, man. It's insane. Their goal is to raise $100 million total. Matthew McConaughey put something up today. Alex Rodriguez, from what I understand, was putting up his World Series trophy.
Dang.
The stuff that's going up there is unbelievable.
Unbelievably. Wow, that is incredible that people, but again, that's the beautiful side of humanity, folks. So if you're worried, if you're scared, if you're watching all the fearmongers and crap and shit that everybody's spreading everywhere, there's people out there saying, you know what, I'm going to turn the tide, I'm going to contribute this, let's raise money, let's $10. That $10 does not seem like a lot unless you get a whole bunch of people to do it. So that's, again, it's numbers. So $10, you got your stimulus check today, somebody? Put it in, man. Put $10 in and let's raise $100 million. That's awesome. I love that they're doing this.
Yeah, man, it's amazing. And then there's the auctions too. Like there's a whole other side of it where they do the auctions.
Yeah.
Like go play golf with Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Play around the golf with Bubba Watson and get a ride in a race car. Like I mean, they're really teaming up and doing some crazy, amazing things. I gotta say, it's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. Right.
Right.
Like ever since we are the world, right? So like if you go back in time, that's probably the last time that something of this magnitude was done. Is We Are the World, because it brought together all the musicians globally to fight AIDS.
Yeah.
So it's a common cause, right? I
mean,
that's the reality. When people unify for a common cause, it's amazing what magic can happen.
Exactly. So people can, again, this is an opportunity, and if you're first finding out about it, I heard about it, but I didn't know that so many people were participating in it. So that was crazy that so much is going on. So guys, check that out. It's at www.allinchallenge.com. Go through and see some of the things that they're offering. Again, so I can pull up the site. If you guys can take a check it out and go look at it. That's interesting. $10. I mean, you spend $10 on a burger. So why not?
I mean, and for all the former teenage girls that now got the stimulus checks, Justin Bieber actually flies to your house and gives you a private concert.
There you go.
So,
I mean,
any of those floating around that got a check today, I'm sure they can throw $10
There you go,
He has a
man.
mustache now, so he doesn't look 12 anymore. But that's okay.
That's incredible, though. That's awesome. I love that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it's crazy the magnitude and the spectrum of people that are coming together across all areas. He even said it this morning. That's the reason that he didn't do T with V, because he's just too busy, right?
Yeah.
He was one of the ones orchestrating this from behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And there was a whole onslaught of people that came together to do this. And if you read it, really read the fine print. One, you can enter for free. You can actually enter on any of these contests for free. You get one entry.
So if anybody's watching, listening to this, you can go to free, check it out on the thing, and
you can actually go to every single one of them and enter any of the drawing ones. Obviously, you can't do an auction for free, but a free bid would lose.
But of course, yeah. I mean, but
and then and then from there, you read the fine print. It's 100% going to these feed charities, to these food banks and feeding kids and all these things, and it's pretty remarkable what's going on.
Yeah.
It's one step lower than Amazon offering their logistics to get everything to people that need it, but outside of that, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though. That's awesome. That people can actually go and have a chance, and it's a chance you get, but it's like, again, you don't know if you don't go take the opportunity. And again, some of these things you can enter in free. Go enter in the fine print. Go look and see. Do investigative work, and who knows? One day you might be having freaking Justin Bieber in your backyard doing a freaking concert. I mean,
I would sell tickets to make the money back, but that's okay.
You
just got to be a little creative. But I mean, look, here's the reality, right? Like, it's still better than your chance at a lottery. Even if 100 million people enter for one thing, it's still a better chance than the lottery.
Yeah.
And you're getting 10 tickets for $10. So.
Yeah. So, guys, if you want, you're hearing that, listen, check it out, the All-In Challenge. Let me pull it up again on the screen so you guys can see, because that's pretty amazing, the fact that you can go do this for $10. Man, that's a burger for it.
It's unbelievable.
Look at that.
It's absolutely amazing what's going on, and to see people rallying
look at this. A walk-on role in a Scorsese film with DiCaprio and De Niro. Wow.
That's a new. Is that an auction or is that a raffle to win?
It's a raffle to win. Enter to win. You can go be in a movie with freaking Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro.
I'm sure I can fit that role. An old Italian bald guy, right? That knocks a few people off. So I'll be the one getting knocked off, kicked onto a dead fish. But that's okay. I can play that role.
Yes. So again, guys, this is pretty incredible. So,
and keep in mind, this was only launched yesterday.
I see that.
This is just a beginning. I mean, it's if this goes on for 2 weeks, who knows who's going to jump on the bandwagon? I mean, some of these people are just ridiculous. Like Mark Cuban, you have a chance to be on the Mavericks for a day.
Yeah. So one day contract to play with the Mavs. Wow, this is incredible, folks. So. Check it out if you have not had the opportunity.
I would do that just for humor's sake, right?
Right.
It would just be entertaining.
That's all you got to do.
For a day, I'd want to play center because that would just be awesome. Like, I'll just be there getting knocked over and record like a pit bull. But that's okay.
Right? So, guys, that is awesome. I love that. So, you can go and for one day, you can go enter in. If you win the drawing and go play for the Dallas Mavericks. And
did you read that everything that Gary Vee's giving away to the one winner for him? Did you read the list?
No, I haven't read the list yet.
Go read that list.
All right.
It's beyond ridiculous. It's one person gets everything.
Oh.
You literally get a year with Gary Vee.
Oh, the ultimate Gary Vee experience. Here we go. Wow. So, look at that.
It's a good thing he would be paying for everything because I definitely couldn't afford it.
Right? So, 100, okay. A wine dinner for you and 7 of your friends at the Hunt Fish Club. Be a guest on the Gary Vee audio experience. Fly you and one of your guests to 3 of his keynote speeches. Go to a garage sale with Gary Vee and be on Trash Talk. Go to the wine lobby for a $25,000 shopping spree with Gary Vee. 1 week at VaynerMedia. Wow, this is a lot.
And you get the sports stuff, you get the jet stuff.
Yeah, look at this. You can work out with this personal trainer, Mike Vacanti. Yeah, you can.
I don't care about that one. Most of the stuff I drink water, but that's me working out. Let's drink water, but.
Right.
And I've been sober almost 14 years, so the drinking won't be for me either. But the rest of it seems real.
Yeah, so that's crazy. So, folks, check that out. So I got a couple people watching right now. So, guys, look, there's a link on the comments there. If you click that link, it'll bring you into StreamYard. Let's go ahead and have a conversation here because I'm having a lot of fun. I love this.
This is awesome.
I might make Mike my co-host every day now.
Well, hey, why not?
Because it's fun. It's fun to be able to.
Life with Gabe and Mike.
There you go. So.
You got me folding. You got me putting stuff away. You got me. My daughter screaming at me to change the degree on the thermostat.
Yeah.
We're good.
We're good, right? So. This is
real life, man.
Yeah.
This is just real life.
Yeah.
You can't make this stuff up.
Why? And again, why would you? So, everybody, if you're looking for all the wonderful things going on that you can find in life, they're just around the corner. So there's one of the good things, right? If you woke up this morning, you had a stimulus check, and you woke up with $4,000 in your bank account. That's a blessing. Turn around, use it. Go sign up for one of these contests here, one of these entries onto the All-In Challenge. Donate $10. Have the opportunity to win. Yes, it might be astronomical, but it's $10.
Yeah, don't do what I did and go 15% of your savings account, which is $68, so I get 10. But feel free to go at a reasonable percentage.
Yeah, there you go.
If you have $1 million, but
yeah,
something reasonable.
But for some of these experiences, it's worth it. You can't get we're living in unprecedented times, and a lot of these things are unprecedented kind of opportunities and prizes that they're offering. So guys, take the advantage. That's awesome. Thank you for mentioning that, Mike. That's pretty cool.
Go read the Fanatics one. Hang on, before you stop looking at that site, go read the Fanatics one. Which is Mike, what's his name? Rubenstein?
Yeah.
I'm bad with names. The first name I understood because, same as mine. But the last name gets confusing because it's different than mine, so I don't get it.
Yeah. So let me see. Let's see.
See, with the pen's in the bag, that's it. I'm not bringing crayons out because
the ultimate sports fan experience. So here we go, right? Oh, wow.
No, that list is absolute insanity. For
Jesus.
a sports fan,
look at that.
For a sports fan, that is unbelievable.
So
now, granted, you don't know when those events are going to be, right? Because now all the sports are getting pushed back and calendars are messed up. But it could keep you busy for the next 6 years.
Look at this. So number one, you're going to get a $100,000 Fanatics gift card, right? Then you're going to get tickets for you and your friend, and 20 of your friends.
I got to say, that's a lot of crap. Like $100,000. That's a lot of crap. Let's be honest here.
So, and then again, you get tickets for you and 20 of your friends at the Ultimate Sport Super Bowl experience, including a suite, passes to the Fanatics tailgate party, 2 round-trip coach plane tickets, and hotel stay at the included events. You get two tickets to Game 1 of the NBA Finals, 2 tickets to Game 1 of the NHL Stanley Cup Finals, 2 tickets to Game 1 of the World Series, 2 tickets to the College Football National Playoff Game Championship. Good Lord, 2 tickets to the Daytona 500, 2 tickets to the Masters Tournament, 2 tickets to the Men's and Women's U.S. Open Tennis Championship, 2 tickets to the NCAA Men's Basketball Final Four Semifinal and National Championship game, and 2 tickets to the Olympics opening ceremony and assorted events. You have to be kidding me. If you are a sports fan and you do not take you deserve to get kicked in the nuts. That is insane. So people, again,
it's nuts. Now when I did for free, obviously. I mean, I got to do the one for free, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, I can't do another 15% of my savings here. I'm running out of 15%. But, you know,
Again,
you gotta do it for free, right? Like, I mean, who knows? It's just but you might be the only two people in the stands, right? Like, I mean, let's look at it that way too. Like, you might be like the only people allowed there. Like,
so here's an interesting one. I mean, and this is just for this. You could be on the cover of Sports Illustrated, so that's an interesting one. I wouldn't mind that.
Oh, come on, Mike and Gabe on the front. We'd be typical sports athletes, people here. Like, I mean, we'd be leading the show here. Like, we could be, you know, Mike and Gabe, or Gabe and Mike. And,
so,
you know, we're running this deal.
So people, like, literally, this is again, unprecedented times, unprecedented things happening, unprecedented experiences. So if you have the opportunity, go check out the All In Challenge. That is, again, at www.allinchallenge.com. Believe me, as soon as I get off the air, I will be going on there, and I'm going to be signing up for a few of these. That's pretty awesome.
I'm telling you.
So, again, there's a lot of good things in there. So a lot of those, I mean, you could be, even this, just the fan experience one, the ultimate fan experience is worth the $10 itself. Fuck, just to...
Yeah, I mean, the $100,000 gift card, I mean, you could virtually take that and donate it to high schools across the country and just take advantage of all the experiences, right?
Right.
Do something good for 10,000 schools.
Man, you could take every single one of those and auction them off. Literally, if you wanted to help a cause out, say, hey, I've got 2 tickets to the NBA Finals, Game 1, right? Here they are, the auction. I'm going to raise money. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. So, man, you could translate that into a lot of things that can help a lot of people. So this is incredible, folks. If you have not heard about it, now you're hearing about it. Go check it out. I don't know what else to say about that because I'm even floored myself. That's
your wife's gonna kill me. I know where your stimulus check's going. Oh, man,
well,
I'm in trouble.
at least.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, at least.
You're gonna be sleeping in that room for a different reason now.
So yeah, so I'm gonna be. If you see me out here again for another 2 weeks, it's quarantine, everybody. So just so you know what's going on. So yeah, but that's fun. That's a good way to, again, people if you're looking for the silver linings in life, now they're being offered. So, you know, again, you don't sit with your head down in your lap worrying about life. Help is on the way. Things are happening around you now. We are slowly starting to push down a lot of these numbers because some of the things that are actually working, like the shelter in place and you know, just necessity. And I get it. We're still not out of the woods. We still have a lot of things that are still going to be happening. But again, I think as far as where it's been exploding and causing a lot of people panic, I think that's starting to finally, you're starting to feel, people are starting to feel a little bit more comfortable being around this now. So that's again, this is insane, people. So just like you were shocked the first couple of weeks about everything that was going on, I'm kind of shocked now how everybody's starting to use that positive energy and that positive vibes and turning it around. That's awesome. I love this. That's why I kind of hopped on this afternoon with on Brian's show, because he starts talking about positive things and it gets me hyped up. I get hyped up. I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about all the good things that can happen in somebody's life. Screw the bad, negative stuff. I'm not telling you to ignore it, but all I'm saying is that don't concentrate on it. Just look for the waves, look for the smiles. Even like Mike here. Mike's been, you've been through a lot of crap before coronavirus. So
yeah, this is just the ultimate even playing field, right? Like everybody got thrown into chaos.
Yeah, so
chaos before that. Good job, baby. You drew us.
Yeah.
Stick.
So
Perfect. Hey, it's a stick. She's great.
So guys.
But look, I mean, here's the reality, right?
Yeah.
And I'll stop talking after this because I don't shut up. But this is the ultimate chance at opportunity.
Yeah.
Because this is giving you a chance to truly make an impact on others' lives.
Yeah.
It's not always about the money. It's not always about, creating money for others. I mean, you have a chance to even just reach out to one person a day that you haven't spoke to in a while because now you have time.
Yeah.
And you know what? Everybody has their kids in the background.
Yeah.
Everybody has, their family home. So you know what? Take this time. Spend that time with your family. Take advantage of what you're given.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, there's so much bad going on that we have to look at some positives that are here too.
Yeah.
It's giving us the opportunity to reconnect like we haven't done in a very long time.
Yeah.
And be glad we have technology, right? I mean, the Black Plague, they didn't even know they were dead until they were.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're given that opportunity to be able to communicate, to be able to see people's faces, to be able to go live. I mean,
Yeah.
I never want to do that, but hey, why not?
Yeah.
But it's giving you an opportunity to just be there.
Yeah.
Be a voice.
So,
share your story. Everybody's going through it. Find like-minded people because those are the people that are going to help you get through this. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, me and Gabe had these phone conversations before any of this started. Right?
yeah,
So,
our kind of our friendship started long before this, but I think this has kind of helped solidify who we are as people and how our friendship has developed. And it's he's one of I would say he's one of my really good friends because we have this we just have this connection when we talk and when we get along, and it's like, hey, this is Mike. Mike is Mike. So
I just am what I am, right? But
Yeah.
I got it. See, I figured out what we could do on Sports Illustrated's cover. We can be curlers, right? Because I'm in physical shape to be a curler.
that's right.
This is
Hey,
great, see, even the Olympics gave us an even playing field.
Yeah.
Into the mix.
that's right.
Like, this is like, next is bowling, I'm sure.
Yeah.
This is,
That those are the two. Those are the two that I'd probably feel comfortable doing. Is just, hey, I'm an Olympic bowler or I'm an Olympic curler, because
there you go. I'm telling you.
yeah, I can give me a broom. I'm awesome. I can sit there and just go.
Just sweep away.
You sweep
Just
away.
sweep away. That's it. I don't know who's gonna slide that thing, but we'll just both be
Then we're sweeping. There we go. We can find somebody. Maybe we can get Brian. Brian can slide it down there.
I don't know. Brian's a little small in stature. I don't know. He might push him down the ice. Our little buddy. I mean,
Yeah.
I really do. I love him to death, but he might. The curl might throw him down.
There you go. So that's
We
all.
just gotta be careful. He'll be swept so hard he'll fly through the back end. This could be interesting.
So, hey, folks, this is the fun part about, again, this is, when I tell everybody come on the show, talk, this is what I talk about. And I mean, I don't have a strict format. I don't push people into, when I do have serious guests, yes, we can talk about serious topics, but I like to be free, fun-loving, real conversation. I like to be about what it is. So, I had a guest on Monday evening. Her name's Brandy Holloway, and Brandy, she was, just swearing away, but she was being herself. And she asked me beforehand, hey, is this kind of like, no, is there a certain way I should be on your show? I was like, no, be who you are. That's the reason I have you on. I don't want the professional part of somebody. I want the whole part of somebody. So if you're going to come on, be yourself. Be who you're going to talk about. Let's do this. Like Friday. I'm going to be on Friday morning at 9:00 my time, which would be like 10:00 your time, I think. I'm going to be live on Russ John's show. So he does this thing on LinkedIn, and I'm going to be a guest there Friday, and I'm kind of pumped about it because I've been following him for a while, and he was kind of the one that I put a lot of this together, who helped me get all this live streaming stuff on. So to be on his show is kind of like exciting, and then of course meeting Brian. Brian was a big part of helping me do this together. So, man, anytime Brian reaches out now or he's on live and he's inviting people on, I'm hopping on, brother. I have to.
I'm getting there. I wasn't doing it in the past, but my excuses disappear after a while. So,
yeah.
you know.
So again.
You want me to draw in a box? Okay, I'll draw in a box. Okay. Actually, your writing's better than mine. I got to be honest.
Yeah. So, yeah.
It's just an opportunity, right?
Yeah.
You make your own opportunities in this world, and you got to take advantage of what you have and what you don't have, right? I mean, I'm not going to have to be a supermodel or a professional swimmer. I can be a professional floater if I really practice.
Hey, before this happens again, you need to click on my link on Twitter or Facebook to get on the show on my other thing, because this stupid Instagram, it's about to kick me off, because I hate that whenever I do an hour on Instagram, it'll end my broadcast.
I'll go to Twitter.
Yeah, go to Twitter. Get on Twitter. You can find the link there.
I don't like Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm anti-Zuckerberg.
There you go. All right. Yeah. All right. Get on there, because it's about to end and it's gonna kick me off. And dang it, there it goes. So there it goes, Instagram. And yeah, guys, if you're getting on there, you have me. Our garage is the reason my kids love. Yeah, old school. Raj, appreciate you, brother. So again, you have to be. Oh, I should be live on there. Let me share that link again. So copy the link. Copied. Here we go. You want to hop on the show? Here's the link, everybody. Click on it. Shared it. There you go. Click on the link. You'll be able to hop on the show. We can have a conversation. But yeah, this is fun, and this is what I talk about with people. One of the cool things when I have this live show and I get to have these conversations with, especially like a lot of older friends, like me and Roger grew up together, and there's a lot of good memories there, a lot of bad things that I won't share on the over the airways, because again, we were kids though, so you do stupid things when you're a kid, right? And that's growing up. That's what one of the things when you're a kid is, you do dumb things. You don't know exactly who you are as a person, or what are you going. So there's the StreamYard link. If you just click that link, if it's on there, it'll pop you into the show, and hopefully I'll see Mike here in a little if he's going to pop on. But whenever you sitting there talking about reaching out to people, this show has reconnected me with a lot of old friends. It's not letting me on here. Okay, cool. So here's what I'll do. Oh man, why won't it let you? Oh, yeah, I wonder why it's not letting. It should be letting people on. Pull up the link and click on it. But if not, here's what I'll do. I can always copy the link, right? Close it out. All right, and then go to. Watch this. I'm doing this live, everybody. So I know this is kind of weird, but here, whenever you talk to somebody, let's put it in here so you can see at M. There you are. Okay, so what I can do now is in a personal message, direct message to Mike. Here we go. Paste it. There you go. And there should have been a link. Ta-da! Okay. So I sent him a link personally, so Let me send him a message there. So I just sent a separate link to, hopefully, there it is, Bamo, and just like that, here we are, live on the show, everybody.
Oh wow, I'm back. This is trouble. Here we go. we got this is where it gets a little out of hand. Yeah, I don't know why it wouldn't let me click that link. For some reason, when I'm in like a live video, I'm not able to click comments, or I'm just that computer illiterate. That's possible too. I mean, I'm not. So tie it in a knot again. Wrap it around the hair and tie it in a knot.
Hold on, I muted my mic. There it goes. So, hold on just a second, because now me, like a dummy, has had audio issues. So
I hear you fine.
Hold on. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you the whole time, actually.
Oh, okay, there you go. It just sometimes my mic, when I mess with it, it gets touchy-feely and it screws with my head, and I can't hear real well, so I have to turn up the volume just because I'm old. And
I'm telling you. Hey guys, hear that? We need a mic sponsor. We need a mic sponsor. We can call it Mike's Mic and really play into this here.
So
we can really go with this. Michelle, so Grandma wants you to call her on your tablet or phone.
Yeah, so that's crazy though. You know, doing the live streaming sort of thing. This is why I enjoy having people on and bringing people on as guests and that sort of thing, because I get these conversations and I get to share people, like with now, people are getting who haven't seen yet. This is my friend Mike. This is the guy I talk about all the time, that we talk about when I talk about on the air. So now that if you've seen him on Instagram and you follow me on Instagram, then you've seen our conversations. But for the first time, everybody, let me introduce you to Mike Padurano. So thank you for coming on the show officially. So now you're officially a guest.
Wow. Man, I thought I was going for co-owner here, and now I'm a guest. I feel like I got downgraded.
Well,
I feel like this just dropped a notch.
On Instagram, you're the co-host.
Oh, yeah. Twitter's a whole different deal.
Yeah.
Facebook, I have almost no audience whatsoever.
Yeah.
I deleted my old account and then just started with family mostly.
Yeah. So
Twitter, I deleted for 10 years and started again, but.
So yeah, I go across all the channels. So even if you don't have one, you're at least on my Facebook. So people are like going, okay, he's on my Facebook. So I do Facebook, I do YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. I do them all. So only thing I hate about Instagram is I can only do an hour, and then it kicks me off, and that I hate that it does that. Twitter, I can go 2 hours, 3 hours. Same thing with all the other platforms. I can do as long as I want to have a show on, but with Instagram, for some reason, if you're going live, if it's not like something you've even any videos that I upload, it's only 60 minutes. That's all it allows me to. So when I upload stuff to my Instagram stories, it's only a freaking hour, and I hate that because some of my conversations go over an hour. So I have to go back and edit some of my freaking conversations that I've had with people and cut out certain things, and I hate that. But I mean, if I want to put them on Instagram, I have to. So, but oh well, that's just part of messing with social media. Yes.
What's ironic is Instagram's video feature seems to work the best for me out of any of them.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's because I'm in the sticks and nothing really works out here, or whether it's just for some reason Instagram works better. But
yeah, Instagram has and again that's a good thing. It's not that I don't like their platform. It's just it's one of the hard things that they don't let people like live stream unless it's through their app.
My 2-year-old's telling me to shut up, so I guess I gotta go with them. She's watching Big Hero 6 for the 9th time today.
That's how my daughter is. She's watched that movie like so many times. I can recite lines from that stupid movie.
Seriously, she goes back and forth between that and Moana.
Oh. And I guess that's the new normal for a lot of parents. I think one of the big winners right now has to be like Disney Plus. If you have Disney 100%. Plus,
100%. Like, and I mean, honestly, I mean, what else do you really need, right? Like,
Yeah.
they have all the Disney movies, so
Yeah, so
you have kids, you're set for life with Disney Plus. And the
yeah,
price, you can't beat it. The steal.
Yeah, so you can sit up there and go, well, if the older ones wants to watch Star Wars, go ahead and watch Star Wars. You can watch whatever. I mean, there's other stuff on there, and then the kids, you have all the kiddie movies, so you can go watch, if you wanted to go watch, God, what is the one that just came out not too long ago? The Frozen, the second Frozen movie. My daughter was like watching that for like continuously on loop, and drove me nuts. But I mean, but for me that's cool because I don't even watch TV no more. I'm more about doing this, or if I'm doing this, I'm doing something else, and I'm doing my video streaming, or I'm working on another project. So really, truly, I don't have time for TV anymore. And it's not that I don't care for it. There's a lot of good stuff on there. I just don't want to dive into it because then it distracts me from wanting to learn how to do this. So right now, this is full focus, full blow, full everything for me as far as what I want to do in life, and in doing anything else is just concentrating on building this show up because this is what I want to do. And again, this was what I had no intention. I mean, even when we first started talking, I never talked about doing live streaming. I never talked about.
No, we were talking about your books.
Yeah, and it's still.
Which I haven't heard further about yet, actually, by the way.
Actually,
so I think this is getting in the way of your book.
No, April. At the end of April, my first one I'll be able to publish online through Amazon. Now, publishing through a book house or through a printing company, I'm still looking into that because I don't know if I want to dump that kind of money into that just yet. But it will be available online, so I'll be telling people if you want to go check it out as soon as I upload it and get my authors page going here within. It'll be out there. So I'm still pushing that agenda. I'm still pushing.
Win the Fanatics package and barter some tickets to sports you don't like, right? Or $100,000 gift certificate to Fanatics. I don't know what you're buying for $100,000. Seriously, I really don't. I can't even imagine. Like, you can buy every jersey from your favorite teams in eternity and probably still have $90,000 left over.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I can't imagine what you do with that other than give it away, right? Like, I mean, that's the way I look at things. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I'd probably take 2 or 3 sets of those tickets that I really wanted. You want Kitty Cat on in here now? She calls Big Hero 6 Kitty Cat. For some reason. But you found your phone. Yeah, you found your phone. I'm live again, by the way. Say hi. No, yes, I was there. Now you're there. Well, you're something. Yeah, see, there you are.
There you are, bud.
You're that's Gabriel. Like, we're not even close. Like, I'm translucent and he's tan. Like, what are you thinking here? Like, whatever. Like, my beard comes in gray and yours isn't gray, so
yeah,
I could just recommend that stuff. There's another key sponsor. I'm telling you, we hit these pivotal age groups. We're good.
And again, I'm kind of letting it grow out now because I went ahead and started it when I was in quarantine and just said, screw it. I'm just going to go as long as I possibly can.
I did it and I can't take it. It drives me. It's just itchy. I can't. It makes me nuts.
That's one of the things. That's one of the things that I had to get used to was like I wasn't used to trimming a lot, so I would be eating sometimes and I would go, what is that in my mouth? That's my freaking hair.
Yeah, that part drove me nuts. Nothing gets in between me and my food. Like, that's a whole different story. Like, I'll eat the hair too. I don't care. Whatever it is. Like,
that doesn't bother me. I'm just like,
you want to send that back? No. I'll complain after I'm done eating because I'm hungry. So, whatever doesn't kill me makes me stronger. It's okay.
There you go.
But I'm just scared I'll look like an upside down pineapple, right? Like, if I grow it out, I'll literally like SpongeBob's house upside down.
Yeah.
Hey, another pivotal sponsor.
There you go, guys. So check it out. Just for Men, if you're there.
SpongeBob.
Yes, but there you go. Nickelodeon.
Disney Plus.
Want to reach out?
We're crossing our verticals.
Yeah. So Getting a lot of free pub out there. So
Fanatics.
Yeah.
We push Fanatics for Christ's sake.
So you get a lot of people, and you can. That's what I've been doing. Like even with some of the people that I've what. I have my dog in here. If you don't know,
I can tell. I can tell, by the way. In case you were wondering, I can tell. Your dog is definitely there. I didn't know if you had a dog.
Hey! You're gonna destroy the whole. Sit here, bud. Calm down. So yeah.
You want to be kidding?
Wow. So live, folks. Hold on. I gotta take care of this. Come on. You go out here. Come on. Get out of here.
So he's taking care of the dog problem. I'm searching Disney Plus for my daughter.
Go.
Oh man, this is great.
So I
only happens.
left my co-host alone by himself. Hope anything bad didn't happen while I was gone. But yeah.
Yeah, right there.
So here we are, an hour in, right? And then people just started hearing my dog bark and go nuts. This is real life, folks. This is
This is it. This is what the real deal is.
This
You
is
gotta
what
come here to see
this is what I deal with every day. And people don't know this, but I do my shows live every day with my dog in here. He follows me in here from the first day that I started doing them live from my little podcasting shed. It's not even a podcasting shed, it's a broadcast. It's streaming. Why do I always say that? I got to get out of the habit of saying it. Podcast is more audio. This is video. So he follows me in here every day. So every day now he's got an internal clock, and he knows what time is almost 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, because he's saying, let's go out to the shed so we can go do the broadcast.
Yeah.
So
he's dragging you out there now.
yeah, he's dragging. Essentially, he is. He starts going nuts at the door and lets me know that, hey, it's time. We're supposed to be going outside right now, buddy. What's going on? He'll start looking at me. So
he starts questioning you.
Yeah.
Now you're getting questioned by the dog. Like, we thought when we got married it was over. Then you had a dog. Yeah, kitty cats. There you go. True adventure of an African lion. Thank you, Disney Plus.
So, yeah, that's the fun.
You put it on.
This is fun, people. So I tell everybody that comes on. Let's see who else. Oh, so I've had, again, this is a great forum for me whenever I want to reach out to a lot of old folks that I used to know and connect with. And if you guys are watching right now, drop a comment in there and let me know what's up. If you're still watching, we're here an hour and 8 minutes. I think this is getting closest to like the longest show that I've ever done. I think the longest show has been an hour and 11 minutes that I did with, who did I do that with? God, I can't remember, but it was almost an hour and 20 minutes. It's the longest show that I've done. So this is approaching new territory for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
And who knows who's drooling so far? I mean, that's a real question, right? Have we entertained a single human being other than ourselves within an hour and 10 minutes? That's when you start questioning.
Yeah. So, and that's one of the things that I've seen a lot of people doing, and I said, you know what, I might try that at one point. I just don't know when. Is doing one of these marathon shows. So, like starting it on a Friday evening and going all night into Saturday and going into Sunday, just like staying live the whole time. But a lot of these people have other guests and they have other co-hosts and that sort of thing. I'm talking about doing it like just getting on live and start talking for freaking 28 hours. So
I mean, I'm down. I mean, I'll charge my phone. I mean, I've been up since 5 anyway. I mean, my daughter.
Yeah, that's what time. I get up in the mornings at 4, about 4:15 every morning, and my day starts from there. And I usually don't end up winding down until like 11:30 at night, because after I get done off of the show, I go back there. I do a lot of prep work for the next day. I do editing, uploading, that sort of thing to all my other social media channels. So I do a lot of post work once I'm done. So usually by 11 o'clock, I'm spent. I'm ready to go lay it down.
Okay, so if me being a co-host includes any of that work, I will continue to be a guest as long as you want me. just so we're clear, just so we're on the same page.
Well, I think as far as being a co-host, right? All you gotta do is just bring Mike. That's enough. That's
I can
enough.
do. That I can do. I'm pretty good at bringing myself places.
So
you want to know about bad relationships, bad marriages. You want to talk about sports. You want to talk about who I'm stalking for the week through social media. I'm good there.
Yeah.
There's no sports to talk about these days, but that's okay.
Yeah. Then and again, this is my way to stay sane sometimes, especially whenever I used to watch sports whenever, like right now I would be watching baseball. I like baseball, but now there's no baseball, so I'm not finding interest in anything else. Everybody was talking about this this Tiger King thing. I don't know. I never got into it, but they said it's really insane. I don't know. Did you watch any of that? Did you?
No, not my thing.
Yeah, me neither.
I married a criminal. I don't need to watch that. I'm okay, right? Like I made enough bad choices for a lifetime. I don't need to watch others.
Oh, you didn't watch other people. Been there, done there, got the T-shirt, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I won that award already. I don't think smoking cigarettes live on air is good, so I'm facing towards the ambiance of darkness of nothing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're good. We're good.
There you go. You don't have.
Look at this. It's pretty out tonight. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. You can't even see a tree. Like, this is great.
So, like,
this is life.
I had a conversation yesterday with somebody, and she was telling me about what she does and everything else, and I looked to the background, and she kind of tilted her camera that way, and I said, "Man, she had this beautiful sunset." And I go, "Man, you got a lot to be thankful for. Look at that. You got the sun beaming over you. It looked like it was, she was where was she at again? California, Myrtle Beach, I think, somewhere around there. I can't remember exactly where, but man, her view and everything that she was looking at, I was like, gosh, that's like a picturesque evening. Like, that's where I want to retire when I get old. And well, I'm already old.
You want to retire to California? You better save a lot of money. That's I don't know what kind of pension you're getting out of Illinois, but like you need some pension to retire in California.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, if I win, I'm trying to win the ultimate sports package, and
yeah, seriously, you can fund yourself for the rest of your life with that.
I can be like, I'm gonna go retire now. If you really wanted to, so that's even giving away half the stuff. You could
seriously. I mean,
you could give away half of the stuff on there, and you could still have enough and be like, I'm done. I don't have to work. I'm gonna go retire right now. So that would be awesome, though. But again, $10, everybody. All in challenge. You haven't heard it? Check it out. www.allinchallenge.com, and you can pull this up right here.
You can defer all your bills because of the COVID virus. Take your $1,200 and go into 100 different ones.
Yeah,
for $10 each. Like, I mean, this is what I'm advising people. I think this is a good idea. You go into 120 different ones. I mean, it makes sense, right? I mean,
yeah, why not?
At some point, you get double the tickets for the money, though. So you might want to do that math, because I think when you go up to $25, you get 50 tickets or something.
Yeah. So
it's insane, though. I mean, it really is.
So there it is, everybody. If you want to look at it, it's www.allinchallenge.com. That'll take you to the website, and there's a whole variety of options that you can choose. If there's one, if you're not particularly into sports, okay, cool. Again, you can be Ellen DeGeneres' co-host on her show. There's you can be in a if you're into entertainment, you can win a walk-on role in a Martin Scorsese movie starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro. So I mean, why not? If sports not your thing, and there's so many options on there. Um, Justin Bieber, if you're in entertainment, you can have Justin Bieber come to your house and perform. Um, so again, there's so many things on the website, guys. Go check it out, and um,
There
hey,
really is something. There is something for everything for everyone. I mean,
there's something for everybody on there, and if you're really interested in it, go check it out. It's pretty cool. I was kind of blown away with some of the off packages and things they were offering. It kind of Mike showed me on there. So
and there's like double dates with like Sierra and Russell Wilson. There's double dates with the Ertz family.
yeah,
Like, I mean, there's good stuff that you look like you can do as a Valentine's Day gift, stuff like that. I mean, there's like crazy things. Like, I mean, just literally something for everyone, and it's so amazing how they all rallied together. There's rappers on there, there's producers on there that you can win studio time. Like, I mean, there's all sorts of stuff. Like, no matter what your interest is, there's something there.
yeah. So there's something for everybody. The guys, go check it out. $10. There's even a way you can enter in free. Just read the fine print, which on some of these things, and they also have. That's also an interesting one. They also have auction bids, and guys, if you're well to do right now and you have a lot of money and you would like to donate, take an opportunity on one of these things. So some of these are really, really affordable as far as like hopping in. So, guys, if you're a freaking, if you got disposable income at you whatever, you can throw in $50,000. You can go win a personal thing. I think I saw in there with Tom Brady. You can go do golf with Peyton Manning. I mean, there's so many different things on there. So if you have not gone on there, go check it out. And it's at www.allinchallenge.com. You can go to the link on the screen and it'll take you there. And man, just donate. Awesome. I love that.
Yeah,
that's
I
cool.
mean, and so here's a question for you on the real, right? Like,
Yeah.
I've been thinking a lot about this today. Like, what's the one thing that you have changed in your life due to this situation that you're not going to go back to anymore?
What is the one thing that I've changed in my life that you know what? I got it. My thing is I'm no longer gonna, and sounds kind of I'm no longer gonna procrastinate. I used to do that a lot. And being in a situation, being in quarantine, being in all these things that I had to go through, kind of taught me that, if I wait on certain situations to happen, they're not going to happen for me. I just have to go start doing them. So, again, I used to hesitate and would think, I have to wait for the right situation. I have to wait for this to happen. Need for this to happen. And again, I would procrastinate and not getting anything done. So when I was sitting here for 2 weeks, that was one of the things that I was thinking about was, what do I need to get started? Where do I need to get rolling? So that's why I did my own website. I created my own website in the time that I was sitting in here, because I said, you know what, I need to make a website. So I was going to go hire somebody to build me a website on Fiverr. And then I thought about it and I said, well, I got all the time in the world right now. Let me go see if I can figure out how to build a website. So I went to YouTube. And I went on YouTube and just started watching video after video after video, and how you can do this and how you did that to put it all together, and I built a website. Now, it's not the greatest, but I'm still learning new tips and tricks now. I'm watching it every day and trying to learn how to improve it, learning how to make it even better for mobile apps. At some point, that's going to be something I'm jumping into as well. So, but again, no longer is anything off the table. I'm not procrastinating. And again, I started my own internet radio station. So I got a radio station working right now. It's pumping music that I've been putting on there little by little, and then I also schedule it to throw on some of my audio feeds of my podcast from past guests and that sort of thing. So, and again, I can essentially set up where I can set up people to be DJs on there. So if they wanted to go on there and create their own little show, they can go live, talk on there, talk about a subject or play music, that sort of thing. So I've been putting that all together, and I'm putting a website for the station together as well. So it's full steam. It's full blow, brother. I'm not stopping, and it's going to be the theme for the whole year. So it's covering every single medium that I can. So when my books come out, it'll be a book. It'll be pages, and then I'm gonna have the radio station I'm doing. Then I'm doing the live streaming as well, and then I'm also doing I'm doing another website as well for a podcast that I do with Annie Lieb. Me and her we do a separate podcast on mental health. So I got a lot of stones in the fire right now, but I love it that way.
Yeah.
And I would have been doing this 2 years ago. I would have been doing this 10 years ago. I wouldn't have been doing this 20 years ago because I would have been waiting for the right opportunity to present itself. I said, I got to wait for this. I got to have this. Or I got to trying to get everything to align, and it never did. And that was the thing that I've taken out of this so far is, you know what? It's never going to align. I have to make things align. So by jumping on and doing this and doing these things that I'm doing right now and just throwing myself head first into everything, it's going to help me out a lot. And the things that I don't want to do, I'll start pushing out. If I don't like doing the radio station, for example, because it was taking away from some of the other things that I wanted to do. Okay, well, maybe I keep it going. I just let somebody else take control of it, delegate it to somebody else, and still keep that available, but I don't have to be hands-on in it all the time. So that's another thing that I'm learning to do, is just, that's going to be the next step, is learning how to delegate some of these responsibilities. Finding people that are interested and want to help me out, interns, college people. Start looking at different avenues to say to people, hey, you want to learn how to do video editing? Let's go work together. I'll show you how you can do editing for me. This is what I'm looking for. And essentially building my own network to be able to farm out some of the things that I'm doing now, that I'm doing all myself. And at some point, that's what I would love to do, is just to have a team of people to help me want to grow this everything. Because again, that's part of me wanting to do a whole video production company as well, is to be able to help other people who want to do live streaming but don't want to have to do the process. That's cool. If you just want to hop on and go, guess what? I can build everything for you, set up everything, the website, your YouTube channels, all of it, and monetize it from there. Just doing all the back behind the scene things, and just looking at different ways to get it to make this work. Because again, this is something that I didn't expect, but it was thrown in my lap, and it was thrown in my lap for a reason. So I got to do something with it, bro. I have to really, really, really push this agenda, and that's the only way it's going to happen, and not to wait for things to happen anymore. Heck, even I've had crazy ideas popping through my mind. Like I see guys like Adam Posner. He does his thing now. He's been doing a lot more lives on LinkedIn and that sort of thing. So I want to approach guys like him and say, look, why don't we become affiliates? And they go say, well, how do you become an affiliate? How does that work? Well, listen, I have 5 streaming channels that I stream to. As I build my audience and it's going to grow, here's how we can do it. If you're going to be if you're streaming and I'm not on my lives, I'll stream your show to farm those out to be an affiliate to all my channels, to all my social media. And the same thing for me. When I'm on, if you're not on, farm my stuff out to you, put it on your channels, and we can sit there and work that way. And at some point, we can even think about doing advertisement and incorporating that. You can incorporate advertising into what I'm doing now if I wanted to. I can upload videos onto my platform here for up to 25 seconds, which is enough time to do a small little advertisement for somebody. I mean, Super Bowl commercials are 30 seconds and they play $1 million for these.
Yeah.
So why not build a...
So we're worth at least 2. I mean, let's just be honest.
Yeah.
I mean,
right?
This is real. This is real talk, right? Like,
so
we're not a 3.5-hour football game. This is real life.
So if I can find, and again, these are ideas that I've been having, and again, finding ways to make this not only productive and share a message, but also find a way to make this my career, right? And work that angle. So that's how I'm going to do it, is find all these different avenues and streams and just seeing what's available. So if I start selling advertising on my things and say, look, a 20-second ad every day is going to cost you, starting out, because I don't have big viewership, is going to cost you $5 a day, right? So that's an extra $50, right? If I can do that enough times, and for a couple people here and there, and start building an audience, then the price goes up. Start creating analytics to go along with this to see how much of it's taught. And I have the perfect person that does analytics, who does social media analytics and marketing analytics. She's been on my show already, and me and her are connected, and we're really close already. So all the networking, all the channels, putting all the people in the right places, that's how it's all going to come together. And that's how this is going to work. And I don't see any other option but this right now. And maybe I got blinders on. I don't know, but this is again, this is all I see going every day. I get up in the morning, this is what I'm thinking about. At night before I go to bed, this is what I'm thinking about. Thinking about ways to be creative, thinking about things to do that can be interactive with the show, things that can be, just, again, a lot of this stuff's out there already. Anybody and everybody can do live streaming, but how creative can you be with it?
Yeah, so, I mean, but it's also about just being your genuine self, right? Like, there's too many people trying to be entertainment. You don't need to be entertainment. You just need to be you.
You just need to be me.
Yeah, I mean, you is the sell, right? You are the sale, not the entertainment factor. Entertainment is everywhere, right? People can find entertainment everywhere, anywhere. I mean, look at Quibi now, right? The new site the new app that's 10 minutes long. I mean, it's an interesting concept that can change entertainment forever. You want to play? Okay. It could change entertainment forever, but at the end of the day, the reality is, who knows where it's going to go? I mean, who knows where it's going to end? We don't know what people are going to do with it. We don't know, what's going to happen. And if it changes entertainment, it's only because people have shorter attention spans.
Yeah.
But, our 25-hour long shows will teach them different. I'm telling you. Like, it's look. Here's the reality. People want to see real. People want to see. What do you need? What do you need? You want me to scoop out your Play-Doh with a spoon? Okay, interesting. Okay, this is my life. I mean, it just is what it is, right? Like, but for me, it's about the realigned values, and I feel like at some point, we're also business driven, and we all have lofty goals. And I'm still here. I'm just rambling away.
Yeah, of course.
We have these goals, and we have these admirations, and we have wants that we want to reach. And I feel like sometimes our priorities get a little shifted, right? And as much as we love to say that, our kids, our family comes first, sometimes it gets pushed to the side a little bit. And that works for some people. It does. It really does work for some people, and it works for some relationships.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a single father of 3, so I don't think I have that option because I don't think they can parent themselves.
Yeah.
But we can try that, see how it works. I just don't know if the 10-year-old's responsible for the other 2. So I feel like, I feel like it's just a realignment of values and I mean, my dreams haven't shifted. I've just incorporated things differently. And I think I've got to be more creative about how I do it. And I'm looking forward to it, right? Like this is the fun part because this is what I love, right? Like my companies are my passion, my businesses are my passion. people helping people, reaching out to people, connecting, networking. I love those things, right? Like those things make me very happy with life. But nothing in this world makes me happier than my kids.
Yeah.
I'll sacrifice everything time and time again for them. So now it is, how do I align everything together so that I can do both?
Yeah.
And how do I incorporate them into it so that they have a role to play also?
Yeah.
That's the other part of it, right? Because I want to build something that they can carry forward, and you're doing that as well, right? Whether it's directly or indirectly.
Yeah. Most definitely.
As your kids get older, you're going to be able to teach them ways to do it and go from there. And show them new things and teach them new things, show them different angles of business. And, kids will learn so much faster than we did, right? Just because it's a different world. You give them a game on an app, and even though it's a real game, they still learn commerce because they have to purchase and sell things. They still learn how to grow crops and sell them at a higher price. They still learn what a loss and a profit is.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, people think those are just games, but the skills that they acquire are intangibles in life. And
yes,
I think there's a shift in a value system.
Yeah.
The education system's completely broken right this second, but the reality is it was broken before this. This is just showing to the surface that their busy work that they're providing for us while they're at home is redundant, ridiculous. The fact that they're demanding parents to take time out of their schedules to babysit the busy work is even worse, because we could be doing quality time. We can go, you can take your kids fishing, even though you're on, stay-at-home orders. You can still do recreational things, and as long as social distancing's intact, why can't you go fishing?
Yeah.
Why can't you go do certain parts or go for a walk or go do things, learn stuff? There's so much that you can do with technology without even leaving your house. There's AR science apps, there's AR, different types of apps and games that you actually really learn stuff. And if you look at the busy work and what they're learning every day, it scares me.
Yeah.
Right? And that's why education is a passion of mine. And that's why that's one of my companies, right? Because that's what I truly believe is redeveloping education. But it's all part of a bigger picture, right? There has to be, I feel like this has taught society a lot.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's taught us a lot of our mistakes, a lot of our holes, a lot of our gaps in our system. Like, why doesn't the best country on earth have enough backup medical supplies that we're not begging people around the world to help us?
Yeah.
That baffles me. How do we only have 6,000 ventilators for 350 million legal people? Not counting the illegals, right? Not saying that, they need to be thrown over a border or a wall, because that's a little ridiculous. But, they're here also.
Yeah.
Just because they don't count in the population, those are people on the system, in the system.
Now, and now, mind you, we're talking about numbers that are probably about to go up because they're doing the census here. So 352 million, I'm pretty sure, is just a number that they're going off of past numbers and that sort of thing. So I'm pretty sure our population count's going to probably rise beyond 352 million living in this country, because there's a lot more people than that, I believe.
I would think so. I would assume that that's probably going to go up at least 20%. Maybe
at least.
But see, again, now you're only taking the numbers of legal citizens, not in this country. See, and this is what we forget, right? They say that California has 40 million people. 40 million people plus illegals, because whether they're not able to become legal or they haven't gone through the process of it, whatever the reasons are, right? Because everybody in this country was illegal. Even the first, the Pilgrims were illegal because the Native Americans were here first. You can't deny that, even if it's fraud. So, if you go all the way back, it's always about immigrants that have supported to build this country. So I'm not sure exactly how to fix that problem. Thank God it's not my worry, because I have control over it. But, if you're not counting those people, then you're not doing the real number.
Yeah.
So there's got to be a way that they can do those numbers in a blind case, so that, they drop off papers and say, here's another 20 million people that are in this country, so that resources get allocated properly.
Yeah.
There's a reason that some of these states have so much oversaturated bandwidth, right?
Yeah.
handle it. Chicago has a lot too. I mean, that's where you're near, right? You're near Chicago, if I remember
Hey,
correctly.
no, I'm in Texas.
You're in Texas? I was close. Hey, I was close.
You're-
Same time zone. Hey,
You were in the
I'm
same
out.
time zone.
Yeah. If it makes you feel any better, I hate O'Hare Airport and love Dallas.
There you go.
Oh, that's right. You are in Texas because you wanted to go see Gary Vee and when he was in, what
In
do you
El
call it?
Paso.
That's
Of course,
right.
that didn't get to happen. Thank
Yeah,
you,
no.
Corona.
Yeah, seriously,
Jesus.
timing was a little off for that one.
Yeah, I know.
But that's
Oh,
all right.
well.
A lot of those things are going to be more virtual nowadays. I mean, I can't see us going back to some of those things. Because,
I don't
let's
think
be
so.
honest.
I don't
there's
think
no,
so either.
There's no reason to travel that much anymore. I feel like this has been a big wake-up call for people, and now they're starting to see that there's better, more efficient ways to do things for time,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Oh.
and Gary Vee flying commercial, right? Because that's what he likes to do. When he can. I mean,
Yeah.
granted, he has the money and the resources to fly private when he wants. But he does fly commercial most of the time. That's hours. And his hours are very valuable.
Yeah.
Unless you win the package, then you get a lot
Yeah.
of money.
Then,
But that's a different story. I already won that, so it's okay. But at the end of the day, it's one of those things where you can. You got to start breaking down these time. Because time is the most finite resource that any of us have, and we don't have control over how much we have.
and that's I've always heard it put this way, and it always made sense to me, is that time is the one currency that you can waste but can never get back, right? So, I mean, yeah, if you're at that point,
No, I'm here. Sorry, I was yelling at my daughter for getting Play-Doh. And anyway, I'll be up all night fixing that. We're fun.
There we go.
Yep. We'll
But-
get another nap. We'll get another nap tonight. It's all right.
Yeah, so really, again, what we're speaking about here and what we're talking about, whenever in the grand scheme of things, people are going to realize that they can cut a lot of fat that they don't need anymore. Businesses are going to be noticing that, hey, we don't need a lot of brick and mortar space for us to operate in some of these cases. They're going to be like, we can do a lot of things virtually now. We don't have to. You're probably going to see a lot of jobs dissolving away because of what's going on. You're going to see a lot of that happen. You're going to see a lot of people's lives change because of it. Because, again, they're going to see that because they've had to be creative to operate. I think that's going to be the thing going forward. It's just.
But let's reiterate that or restate that. I don't think jobs are going to disappear. I think they're going to shift, right?
Yeah,
I
there
think
you
they're
go.
gonna that it's going to be a skill set shift. Customer service is going to be more important than ever, right? Because if you're having people virtual, then you're going to need people that are getting, coverage, protection, notifications in between. So I feel like it's not going to disappear. It's just going to shift. And we're going to have this amazing, unlike any time before, we're going to have this major shift in jobs, in careers, in what people want to do, how they want to live their life. Like, you're going to find a lot more dads now that probably want to stay at home with their kids because they're getting to spend time with their kids that they haven't in years, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like there's going to be a complete mental shift over everything. And then you're going to have lots of moms that say, you know what, I'll go back to work. What's the difference, right? I'm happier working and you're happier being home for now. Why don't we switch it up for 5-10 years, right?
Yeah.
So people don't have 30-year jobs anymore, so let's not pretend they do. So, doing those rotating roles and, having those choices, this world is now setting us up for this more than ever.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I agree. That's that's a better way to put it. It's just everything's gonna it's people are gonna be changing all of that. People are people are gonna be seeing that a lot of the things that were there before because people thought they were necessary aren't gonna be there anymore. They're gonna be changing around. People are gonna be again, like you said, that's going to be the buzzword right now. Everybody's using. It's going to have to pivot. All these things are going to be pivoting in different directions. So, yes, awesome.
It's definitely going to be entertaining to watch. That's for sure. Because
Yeah, I know that's
it's
right.
going to be very interesting to see how the world transitions.
Yeah. So
I don't know if you follow Ray Dalio, but he owns a large financial firm. I don't remember which one. It could be Blackwater, Bridgewater, one of those. It's one of the most powerful ones, and it's one of the largest. He's extraordinarily intelligent, extremely well educated. I've been following him for a long time. He did a live TEDx last week, right, virtually.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, that's what they're doing. And he talked about how this could be the next depression because, numbers have indicated that we're ready for one. Plus, it's been 75 years since the last, so it's probably time to. Because this is all cyclical, right? We all ignore those numbers because nobody wants to think about it. But if it is, he talks about how there's going to be the largest shift in wealth that we've seen since right after World War II when everything went on the U.S. dollar currency.
Mm-hmm.
So now, in his belief, this is going to shift again. And because the Fed is printing money, eventually it's going to drive down the value of our currency versus other currencies. And at that point in time, the world is going to have to switch to different currencies for, let's say, resources, right? Like right now, globally, gold is valued based on the dollar system.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter where you are in the world, if you want to purchase gold futures, whatever it is, it's all based on U.S. dollars. And then they convert to another currency. Well, this is probably going to be the end of that.
Yeah.
And this is when real things are going to start happening and changing around us. And the only way to be prepared is to have real backup plans.
Yeah.
Real options going forward, right? Like, at some point, people need to look at the world and say, this is what I'm going to try to do. This is what I want to do. This is what I love doing. So how do I get from point A to point B and really go in my passion and go all in on it, right? Like, because it's one thing to go in on your passion. It's another thing, like what you're doing, right? You were forced into going all in on it, but now you're never going back, right?
Yeah,
This is it. You're going to find your way to do those, whatever hours it is every night because you love it.
Yeah. And again, this is I so believe what you're talking about because there's been a lot of indicators heading this way, right? Not just here in our country, globally, everywhere. I mean, look at, the British have left the European Union, right?
Oh.
And again, these are indicators that are going to be changing a lot of things, and now compounded with everything that's been going on. Just like he was saying, we're headed for something. We're headed for a depression at some point. Yeah, we're due for one. And finding your ways and finding the things that you can do to now's the time to start. I don't know what else to say.
What's really funny is Brexit was very strange to me, and I understand the reasons why. I understand the basics why.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it was really strange because all the small, unsustainable businesses that couldn't do business on their own were being supported by the UN.
Yeah.
Because of Brexit, out of the UK, like farmers and all these things were being supported by the UN. Now that that's gone, a lot of these small, things are going to start disappearing, and you're going to have a whole different shift, right? Because then you're going to have landowners, the blue collar workers that are going to be out of work.
Yeah.
And how are they going to replace those jobs in the UK? It's not a big industrial country. It's not a big technology hub. They have lots of amazing things about them, right? Like, I guess they can all go do craft beer. Everybody wants British beer. But at some point, this is where there's going to be an enormous shift.
Yeah.
And what exactly it's going to be, I don't know.
I don't either.
Like, who knows? China, there's a reason that China's been investing into Africa for the last 30 years because Africa's going to be the next up-and-coming continent for the next, 50 years.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, they're growing right now at rates that are unheard of, and they don't even have full technology across Africa.
Yeah.
Like, majority of Africa doesn't have it. So as soon as those solutions are found, they're going to explode onto the scene, right? And they have so much real natural resources there, raw and real, that they're going to be able to really become a powerhouse. And what's going to happen? I mean, how is everything going to shift, right? Where is this shift going to change? Who's going to be affected the most? And how are the ones that are affected around the world going to adjust to those changes?
Yeah.
Is our government adaptable enough that it will make that shift? And will it be able to bounce to something else?
I don't know.
Will
That's the scary part. Is that I mean, hopefully they learn something from this. Hopefully they see a lot of the glaring holes that they have in government. But again, I doubt it. They don't.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, as far as that goes, that's a whole different story, right? Like, I don't know if that's going to shift that much, or people are going to absorb that change, or at the highest levels are even going to feel it right away, right? Because, you know, they have so much control, or the perception of control of things, right?
Yeah.
That they believe that they're untouchable, and, you know, these are unprecedented times. Nothing like this since the Great Depression, and there's not, you know, no leaders that are still around that were around back then, right? And
Yeah.
then, you know, so it's really going to be interesting to see how things play out. I mean, obviously we can overcome, survive, and thrive,
Yeah.
because that's what we do. But how will we? Who will be the next, you know, leader into the next, you know, 50, 100 years, whatever it may be. So, I mean, those are the things that, on a larger geoeconomic scale, that, you know, we have to be aware of as these changes are happening in our own country.
Yeah.
And how we shift that, right, and how
Yeah.
we adapt to it.
Most definitely, yeah. So this is incredible, though. So we did break the record tonight. I'll tell you that. We've been on an hour. Oh, I've been on an hour and 45. So, but you know what? Let me go ahead and get off. I got to get everything ready for tomorrow, because I am having hopefully, Harpreet will be on tomorrow.
Yes, hopefully she's feeling better.
Yeah, that was.
I know that she's worn down.
Yeah, and she had reached out to me, and I said that's fine. If not, oh well, I can always have a Mike and Gabe show.
There you go. Worst case, I seem to have nothing to do at this time, other than, you know, what's going on in my life, and you know, you guys get to enjoy it with me. So it's
There you go. We get to share it.
How many people can you have on at once? Is it only one, or are you able to do
No.
multiple?
I can have on 6 people.
Oh yeah, we got to do this. This is gonna be entertaining. Oh yeah, now we're gonna really do something crazy now.
Yeah.
I have some crazy ideas.
Good.
Yes, where are you going? Oh, you
Good. Send them to me.
Okay. I will. Let me. It's not hot, I promise. That is not hot. There's nothing hot about ice cold water. I promise you.
Yeah.
Now she's upset. Okay.
Oh, this is great, though. I
Alrighty.
love this. This makes me happy.
You see the Cheeto hands. You got people talking on tablets behind me. You got TVs running on different cartoons. I don't know what my phone just did.
Oh, there it goes.
It froze.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but hey, I had fun, man. I really did have a blast. So I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, anytime, bro. So let's talk again. And tomorrow, guys, my guest I have set up for tomorrow is Harpreet Kaur. And if everything goes according to plan, we'll be on tomorrow. If not, it'll be me and Mike.
There you go. I'm here. I told you, whatever you need, I'm here. So.
All right, guys. So y'all have a good evening. Thank you for hopping on. We had a really good time. This has been a show record, an hour and 50 minutes. This has been the longest I've been on. And guys, before we go real quick, let me just tell you, check that out one more time. Go to www.allinchallenge.com. Check out a lot of the things that you can go check out on there. Again, a $10 donation can give you the opportunity to actually win one of these prizes that a lot of these celebrities are offering on there. So go check it out. It's the All In Challenge, where they're shooting to raise $100 million in funds, which will go out and help a lot of people out who really need the help right now. So Awesome. Thank you for hopping on, Mike. Thank you for telling me about the sharing about the All-In Challenge. We'll be back here tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, same bat time, same jet channel. Same thing like I tell you every day. Practice good social distancing. Wash your hands. Follow your shelter-in-place orders. We'll all get through this together, everybody. So y'all have a good night. I'll talk to you again tomorrow, 7 o'clock, and see you then.
All right.